But my first question for you, Nick, when you were playing, did you always use your own sound effects when you were hitting somebody, or is this something that's new?
No, it's one of those things, like, I was thinking about it after, I really don't know where it came from. It was kind of just, the whole thing was so absurd that I just kind of got into it, had some fun with it, because it was so, even just looking back at the video, watching, I'm like, fuck, I don't even know what the fuck really happened. Like, it's just like a cartoon. Like, really, I got in a fight at the course. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm 40 years old and I'm getting in tilts at the course. And so you just look at it like, we just kind of, fuck, I don't know. It happens. I got into it, just had some fun. I guess it's just saying bang. If you get a strike at bowling or something, we're always like, fucking bang, boys. You see that? And it's like, all right, like, fuck, I guess you hit a guy in the face, bang, fuck it, right? So, oh my God. This is something stupid that we say once in a while here with the fellas back home. So just kind of translated it. I don't know, turned out pretty fucking funny. I'm glad that, you know, obviously he's not hurt and everybody kind of got a good chuckle out of it. And it seems like everybody got, you know, it's an enjoyable video. It's funny as fuck. There's tons of funny shit that gets said. But yeah, it's just one of those things where, yeah, we say it once in a while, it's just doing other stupid shit. And it kind of just came out like, fuck, I need it now.
Welcome back, everybody, to Pull Hook Golf, the podcast. I'm your host, Matt Cook, and tonight we've got our co-host, Buttsy, with us. We've also got a really special guest, but before we do get into who our special guest is, and if you read on social media, you probably already know who our special guest is, and that's probably one of the reasons why you're tuning in right now. But I will say that I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. First off, DevRow Golf. As you can see behind me, I've got all the Devereux gear in the world right now. I've got the towel that's unreleased. If you guys are going to be in California, you're going to see this towel. You see in Buttsy, the back of his t-shirt is the ripping golf cart over there by DevRow Golf. I've got some new head covers. They just released a line, by the way. It's almost like a racing-inspired line that is absolutely incredible. And by the way, all the t-shirts are pretty much sold out at this point. I think they only got a few left, but make sure to utilize the promo code PullHookGolf20 at checkout for 20% off your entire order over at DevRowGolf.com. We've also got Vice Golf as a sponsor, so make sure to utilize the promo code PullHook. It's just PullHook for that one for 15% off extra at vicegolf.com. I've been playing their golf balls for quite some time. Absolutely love them. The Pro Plus is my go-to, but I'll tell you what's challenging it right now is this tour ball that they have. I kind of dig the gray golf ball. It's like a light gray golf ball. I was telling you about this. It's got the blue lettering and then it's got the pink highlight to it, which just throws a little something in there. Yeah, it's a little cutesy wootsy. That being said, we also want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Rockform. I finally got this back. Oh my goodness, I left it at the golf course. I was so nervous that I was never going to see this thing again. Thank God for Truck Golfer. He made sure that the outside services guys gave that back to me. So I do have it back, and I am pumped that I have it back. I felt absolutely naked without it. I also, by the way, tonight we are recording with the Rokform magnet golf holder. So you can put it right into the ground, or you can put it on a camera stand. I've been using it for all my workouts with my virtual personal trainers as part of the 5 a.m. comeback. And if you haven't checked that out, check out the Instagram stories. We're going to be releasing content here soon in regards to the 5 a.m. comeback, which is my personal comeback to competitive golf in some way, shape, or form. And that's going to be over the next 9 months. So it's going to be an exciting time. Stark Health is a part of that with me. But over at Rockform, you can utilize the promo code PullHook2025. I did confirm that. PullHook2025 for 20% off everything at rockform.com. Their magnets are absolutely incredible, and the sound quality on this little bad boy is sick. And it goes, the battery life's 24 hours.
They are good.
I absolutely love it. Like, it's funny because I had a competitors and now I have Rockforms and I only use Rockforms. Like, I absolutely love this thing. So I can't say it enough. I absolutely love it. All right. You ready?
We gotta get this fucking guy on here.
We do. So we have a special guest here tonight, folks. And without further ado, I am going to bring on the viral golf fight of the century, maybe even of our lifetime, in Nick Tarnasky. Welcome to the show, Nick.
Where's Nick?
Nick, are you there?
Boys, thanks for having me on. I think I might be a little second behind you guys. So yeah, hey, thanks for having me on. Obviously been a week for me here. So my boys over there at Cannadips said, hop on to you guys. Great dudes over there that always hook me up. Anytime I'm looking for something to suck on and, get a little bit of a buzz.
Dude, they're so good.
They told me to give you guys a, shout and talk to you about it a little bit and enjoy a chat and a little bit of a bullshit.
That's exactly what this is, by the way, Nick, is, it's an unfiltered golf podcast. So a lot of it's funny because I was talking with some of our audience members today in DMs and so forth as they started to see our stories and so forth promoting this episode with you. And everybody started chiming in. They're like, dude, I watched him play. He was awesome, an absolute enforcer out there. So, by the way, folks, if you don't know who Nick is, since this is a golf podcast, he is a former NHL player, played from 2005 to 2017, played on the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Nashville Predators, and the Florida Panthers. So, man, you had one heck of a career just beating the crap out of people, and then it translated over onto the golf course. So I know you were on Spittin' Chicklets. You already gave the breakdown as to the story as to kind of what happened. Obviously, there was slow play involved. Those guys were taking for absolute ever, and we kind of got to see that too with the fact that they couldn't tell their ass from their hands. I mean, it was absolutely nuts to see that. But my first question for you, Nick, when you were playing, did you always use your own sound effects when you were hitting somebody, or is this something that's new?
No, it's one of those things, like, I was thinking about it after, I really don't know where it came from. It was kind of just, the whole thing was so absurd that I just kind of got into it, had some fun with it because it was so, even just looking back at the video, watching, I'm like, fuck, I don't even know what the fuck really happened. Like, it's so, like, it's just like a cartoon. Like, really, I got in a fight at the course. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm 40 years old and I'm getting in tilts at the course. And so you just look at it like we just kind of, fuck, I don't know. It happens. I got into it, just had some fun. I guess it's just saying bang. If you get a strike at bowling or something, we're always like, fucking bang, boys. You see that? And it's like, all right, like, fuck, I guess you hit a guy in the face, bang, fuck it, right? So,
oh my God.
this is something stupid that we say once in a while here with the fellas back home. So just kind of translated and I don't know, turned out pretty fucking funny. I'm glad that, obviously he's not hurt and everybody kind of got a good chuckle out of it. And it seems like everybody got, it's an enjoyable video. It's funny as fuck. There's tons of funny shit that gets said, but yeah, it's just one of those things where, we say it once in a while, just doing other stupid shit. And it kind of just came out like, fuck, I don't even know, man.
I mean, Nick, this guy standing there, like before when he balls up his fist, I'm looking at his legs and he looks like a toddler. Like he looks like a toddler standing there kind of swaying, and you can tell like this guy is smashed. I mean, that dude was lit up. Were you lit up that day?
I was just getting there. Like, we started in the back and I just got there. Like, I came from work, just literally settling in, trying to get it in before the sun goes down. And then we got to deal with this shit. And it was like, man,
that
come on.
guy.
So
So have you talked to the guy?
I haven't. No.
Good.
I did see the apology video to everybody, kind of getting out in front of it a little bit. At first, I think he wanted to play the tough guy role and be like, look at my face, I'm fine. And then I think enough people were like, dude, you need to come out and apologize for your shenanigans.
Yeah.
He sends it out there, and honestly, I was like, fuck, this is great. It was a great video. I think, both of us could take some accountability for some bullshit on the golf course, but it was a great video. I thought it was phenomenal. Having a little bit of fun with it. Like, honestly, no big deal. It didn't cause the biggest ruckus in the world. It created a pretty good buzz for a couple good laughs. I think everybody enjoyed it, and I'm glad that he's kind of good sport about it and understands kind of, hey, fucking happened. It sucks, but it's it's part of life now, and at least he's not. I don't know. I'm just glad he's okay and that things kind of can move on and, we can laugh and enjoy it.
I mean, you could have absolutely beat this guy into a fresh steak, right? Like, you could tell that you exercised restraint the second go around, and we're like, all right, we're not doing. I'm not punching you no more. You're going into the ground. Sorry.
Right, and that's what it's like. Fuck, I'm really not intending to hurt this guy. I was just trying to like change. Like, you challenged me a bit, and I get it. You were likely in a different state than a few of us out of the course were in. Hey, honestly, I've been there. I've understood. You're the guy that had a couple too many beers that day. Understandable. So that was like I told Biz, like that was the kind of the whole point to throwing him in the lake, just to kind of nullify it in kind of a fun way. Like, hey, I got fucking tossed in the lake. I got told I was gonna get tossed in the lake. I did. Fuck. Let's move on. But
Now,
it just kind of got a little out of hand, a little more, that I would have liked. I'm just glad everybody was okay, and nothing serious happened, and we can all kind of look back and enjoy it a bit.
It went
Nick,
perfectly.
one other question about the lake. You knew it was behind you because you kept talking about it, right? Was that option A that, okay, if this guy messes with me, he's going in the lake?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that's kind of what I was thinking at first. Like, I really don't want to fight anyone. Like, I'm not at the course to punch people. Like, so that's why I said originally, like, hey, I'm going to toss you in this fucking lake, buddy, because I just thought, hey, like I said, like if somebody tells me to toss me in the fucking lake and they're dead serious, like, fuck, I think I just hop in my car, like, all good, man.
Yeah.
We'll go to 16,
Yeah.
finish our last 3 holes, get the fuck out of here, and enjoy the rest of our weekend. Like, it was really not meant to be a serious threat. That it's like, well, fuck, now you're running at me. Like, guess what, buddy? You're going in.
I wish that initial you taking him as he charged at you was caught on film. I know we kind of got to see the throw from from the weeds into the lake. But I do need to ask you as well, because I'm telling you, I have a theory around this, that guy wouldn't have charged at you, wouldn't have wanted to actually fight. But I actually blame the dude in the white, his buddy, for hyping him up, because he kept going, he's pretty tough. He's pretty tough. And you're sitting there going, he's not that tough, buddy. He's not that tough. And he just kept hyping him up.
And I think it's just, I like the kid said in his video, I think we got to just kind of chalk that up with, for a couple too many transfusions on the course or whatever the fellas were on that day. You know what? They had themselves a day and it finished. Kind of unfortunate for them. But like I said, fuck, if the hype man and the other guy had too much fun, unfortunately, it just kind of went to shit for them. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just glad they're okay and everybody can laugh.
What happened when I got to know what happened when the video cuts out. So does that guy make another golf swing and continue to play, or did you guys just tee it up and go?
No, so like once it kind of there was 5 or 6 groups there at that point. It kind of just it got. I was pretty like adamant to just tell them, like, you guys got to go. Like, it's enough now. Like, now you're bleeding all over, and I mean, it's just enough. Like, just head home, guys. Like,
Yeah.
you guys, you had your fun. There's nothing good gonna come of you staying. So let's hit the road. Just get out of here. So no, he took off. They didn't. I know one of my buddies got passed by them on like hole 17, headed to join up with us to play the front. So he took off, and I mean, I'm just glad they left, and that was it for the bullshit.
All right, so nobody had to come out and remove him or nothing weird. He did leave. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh fuck, that's so good. That's so good.
Nick, how is your golf game? Like, where are you at right now with the game? Hockey players, especially out here in Arizona, like Ronick and so forth, are pretty good players.
Are you a lefty?
I'm a lefty. Yeah, usually I play like between like a 7.5 and 8.5.
Okay,
pretty good
on average, over about like 70 to 80 rounds a year. So probably
dude,
a little.
I'm a lefty as well, and we're gonna have to have you out here soon to tee it up and play some golf. I think that has to happen.
Yeah, I'd love that for sure. I mean, I think my handicap's probably a little biased because I do play that same course 90% of the time and play like 5 other tracks, so I can cheat a bit. But yeah, I think like 85 is a bad day.
Have you signed any autographs since this? I want one.
Butsy's a big card guy too, so he might have to find your sports card and have you sign it.
Oh dear God, that is a great idea. I'm gonna do that.
I'm sure my dad's got a stack of them squirreled away somewhere at the house, so I can see for you.
We'll talk offline. That could be. I mean, like I would get that framed at this point. It's going to go down in history as one of the best videos in golf history. Believe it or not, I
Yeah,
know
I
that.
mean,
So
it blew up. And when I first saw it, I'm watching it and I watched the extended version. I didn't see the short version at first. I saw the extended. And I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, man, are these guys going to go at it? And then I'm sitting there. I'm like, holy crap, this is one of the most interesting videos that I have seen in such a long time. Because there was so much to break down from it. Like you
all the
can
one
do a
guys
deep
like,
analysis into the whole thing. I mean, it's absolutely bonkers. Were you upset at all by the video coming out? Like, did your buddies let you know it was coming out?
We don't even know how it got out. It's one of those things, like show it to one person, they show it to one person. You tell them not to send it, they send it, ends up in a group chat. You know what? Like people were having such a good laugh about it that it was like, fuck, don't send it around, don't send it around. And then it's like, oh, you know what? I told them not to send it, but then next thing you know, like our whole club has it, and then I have no idea who got it, like where it even came from to get out or who got it first. I think it's Colorado Golf blog posted
yeah,
it first, but I don't know how they got it. Like, so it's kind of, I mean, ultimately just for the guy, I didn't necessarily need it to get out there for his sake, but nothing you can do about it. Like with the internet now, once someone sees something,
it's
regardless if
over.
you're in the right or wrong, you're fucked.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Did you have anything even close during your playing career that went even as close to being viral?
I think the best one is probably when Lucic beat the wheels off me there, his first game in Boston. I think that's probably my most viewed video of all time. So I think this one probably got 1,000,000 times more views than that. So kind of maybe that evens out the score a bit for me.
Have you heard from like fellow players that you played with, or anybody that's seen this? Like people coming out of the woodwork, like, bro, is that you?
Yeah, tons of people, like all good stuff. People are like, don't tell me that's you. Like they said it's you. Like, is that you? I'm like, fuck, just give them kind of like that fucking emoji back. Like, fuck, yeah, maybe. Fuck.
Yeah, that's
I feel
amazing.
like Biz was the first one who was like, hey, that's the former NHL enforcer, Nick Tarnasky right there. Like, was anybody else kind of like at the forefront of that, or was it Biz who kind of called it out?
I really don't. I honestly, like, I do so very little social media that I fucking have no clue how it even works and who got it and who said it and who,
Yeah,
like, but, yeah, I just wanted to, talk to Biz and them about it first, just to make sure that everyone understands the story and that it wasn't like, we're not out there looking for fights. We're not out there
Yeah.
looking for likes. We don't really,
yeah.
none of us really do social media or do any of this shit. And it's like, this really got way out of hand on accident. And I guess it's just kind of one of those things that, hey, I'm glad everybody gets to enjoy it, but like I said, like none of, like I think between me and all my friends we might have like 900 followers combined. Like it's not really something we do, so we have no fucking clue how it started, where it went, just know kind of what happened down the road. So
That's the best part. Like that makes it even better. That's great. Oh
I
man.
mean, the thing is, you guys were trying to like take the situation and bring it down a level, but get those guys moving and get them out of there. And I don't blame you or your group of guys at all. Like you guys were trying to bring the whole situation down a level, and it just kept amping up. I'm telling you, the guy in the white t-shirt, he is the absolute instigator over the whole damn thing.
yeah, it's just fuck. I guess we've all been to the
Yeah.
bar and had a couple too many fucking Jack Daniels. So yeah, whoever instigated, whoever didn't, like fuck happened. Like I said, it's just something. I don't even know what more to say about it. Like fuck, it happened. Like fuck, the whole world's seen it. Like fuck, unfortunate, but
He
like
probably won't do it again.
No.
He
no,
probably won't instigate anything again.
but that's the other thing too. Like it gets out there, and then it gets out there. That's me, and like I'm a hockey coach here in the community, and it's one of those things where like I don't really think I don't want to be encouraging this either. Like
No.
it has, I don't think it's cool either that it happened. It's funny, but it's not. We don't want that to become like, oh, he did it. Like now let's go make the same video and get somebody hurt or, start ruining the game, because I play the game because I'm passionate about it. We play 36 holes every Saturday, every Sunday. We go to play, get better, snap around, gamble a bit and have fun with the fellas. Like, so that's just the one thing coming out of this stupid video is that it's not not trying to be like trend setting here by any
Yeah.
means. It's like,
No.
fuck, everybody take a chill. It happened. It's the last thing I want is young kids going to the course now being like, fuck, let's get hammered and try to go find somebody and throw them in the lake. Like, it's not what golf's about by any means. It's such a great game that for it to happen at the course, I'm almost disappointed in myself somewhat, just because it's like, fuck, it's just not part of the game. We go there to hammer a ball around and bullshit with the boys, throw dudes in the pond.
Yeah.
Just in saying that it happened, I really want to stress that it's not like, let's not all start doing this, because it's not cool, and it's not like, it's a one-time thing that sure will laugh, but I just don't want to go on social media now and then be like, oh, fuck, trendsetter, not cool. Like, let's just chill with the fighting.
I think, and you cleared the air on it too, man, when you said like it's not like you and the boys were out there and had 35 sody pops and ran into two other guys that were absolutely obliterated. Like you you drew a bad card that day and just so happened to run into a perfect storm of the village idiot that had too many. And you
It's a good
and you
way
had
to
to
put
do
it.
something. Like you had to do something. So man, I don't fault you for that. I don't think it's going to be a trend. There will be idiots, of course, there always is, but not your fault.
Nah, and it's just, I mean, I still get a chuckle out of it. Like, I don't want to, but I still watch it. Like, fuck, my
It's
buddies
great.
making stupid comments. It's just like, fuck. Honestly, it's funny. It's just, it needs to go away too, right? It's just like fucking too funny.
Yeah.
Nick, there's just too many parts to it, man. Like, I mean, we haven't even talked about how high in the air do you think he got on that last throw? I mean, that was a hip throw.
And that's just another one of those things where, like, I'm just trying to nullify. Like, I can't hit you when you're that struggling, but I don't know what you're gonna like. I don't know what you're gonna do. It's not ready. Put me in a position where, like, I can't hit you. You can't walk, but I'm not getting fucking slashed in the face with something either. Like, I'm not like. So let's try to, like, just somehow nullify this, like, peacefully, but like not.
God damn,
He
it was
just
a
kept coming
cartoon.
back. Just kept coming. You would think after he got thrown in the lake that he wasn't going to come back. He learned his lesson. Oh gosh,
That's as embarrassing as it gets right there. When a grown man throws you in the lake like a child, it's just too, God,
Now, we do have an audience member that just put this in. Did the staff of the course want you to be the marshal for the rest of the season?
I think they've been wanting me to marshal there for years. So no, it's like I said on Spin Chicken, it's like the course and the people there are so great that we, like, typically don't have a marshal. Pace of play is usually pretty good unless it's a jam-packed plus 30 weekend. So there's, like, I've been a member there for 8 years, I think, and there's literally zero concerns, zero issues with the group. We see typically the same 100 people every week, and it's, you almost know everybody's name. Like, Red Deer's a huge small town, and everybody enjoys it out there. So, like, you don't even need a marshal at the course because it's so great, and everybody just gets along. And you might bomb one up at them, but you're probably gonna play with them tomorrow, so they know you're just fucking around.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's such an isolated incident, and the place is so great that it really didn't belong at that place. Like, it's not a $35 tee time and $12 for a push cart. Like, it's an excellent place, and like I say, we don't even need a marshal 90% of the weekends because everybody's just such great people out there.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, that was confusing to me that I've seen over the past couple of years. And it's always been with Canadians getting into these fights on the golf course. And I'm like, but everybody I know who's Canadian is a phenomenal person. They're so nice. I'm just like, is it the hockey crossover? Because I did have some comments around that to me that, oh, this is hockey style, baby. Like, this is what, like, if the guy crosses the line, he's going to get something.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it is, but that's the only way I know how to fight, and that's the only way I know how to stick up for myself. So in that situation, like, what am I going to start doing? Like, it's second nature just to do that. And when a guy runs at you, like, fuck, okay, whatever. Like,
I did like too that you went straight old school hockey. You grabbed him by the collar, just like you were in the rink, and just the sound effects were just priceless, though. I mean, that was my favorite part.
He subdued the man. He
Yeah.
subdued him, and he did it about as efficiently as you probably could without hurting him. Like, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Next time you're out in Arizona, Nick, we owe you a golf round, man.
For sure.
Yeah. What city you guys in? I'd love to get out there and hack it around.
Yeah, we're in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Okay, right on.
Yeah. I don't even think it's that. Where are you at in Canada?
Right in Red Deer.
So yeah, I don't even think it's
Alberta.
that far. It's like 3 hours,
No,
2.5 hours.
Yeah, you guys are probably similar flight to Vegas, 2.5, 3 hours.
Okay. Well, hell,
Yeah,
let's make
next
it
time
happen,
you're
dude.
down.
We'll talk off air, but let's make that happen.
Yeah, it'd be great.
But Nick, thank you
Yeah.
so much, man, for coming on. I know you're short on time, man, so we greatly appreciate it. But before we do let you go, who's your pick for the Open Championship this week?
Yeah.
Is Bryson playing?
Bryson is playing.
Yeah, that's my guy.
All right.
All right. All
Go
right.
and live, baby. All right. Love that. All right. Well, Nick, thanks again, man. Buttsy, you got any
brother.
final words?
No, man, I really appreciate you taking the time. I mean, I'm sure you've been hit up by everybody and their brother to talk to people. So taking the time to do this, and I've been with Team Cannadips for years now. Those dudes are cool. So them kind of connecting us like that, that's pretty fucking awesome. So
Yeah,
thanks
that's
again.
awesome.
Yeah,
sure.
they're awesome. They're fucking always taking care of me. Pretty cool alternative for especially you like with tobacco, like myself, that still kind of have that oral fixation to just feel like you're still in the mix with the chew. So it's great dudes. I'm happy they kind of put us in touch to have a couple laughs, and appreciate your guys' time.
Thank you, brother. Have a good evening.
Pleasure. Thank you.
All right, night guys.
Night.
What a great guy.
There it is. Nick Tarnasky. I forgot one thing. I wanted to ask him because I don't know if he had a nickname in hockey, but Tarnasty would have been a good nickname. Tarnasty.
Probably put money on that probably being said before.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a nice guy, man. Like a stand-up dude. And I think he definitely shed some light on what really went down.
I love how he handled it too, to where it's like, hey man, like this isn't a trendy thing that we want to get going out there. Like golf is not about that. I love that he took that approach to it, and that he really kind of put some ice, no pun intended, on the whole situation. And hopefully it does die down a little bit. But man, what a good laugh.
He's a mature adult. He's not an idiot,
Yeah, and, he's not going out there trying to fight somebody, which we knew going into this interview with him that, he's not that kind of guy. But if somebody charges at you, you got to do what you got to do. And then if he keeps coming back at you and you don't know what he's going to do, you got to let him have it.
He said it was a private club, right? And he just... Like I said, I think I said it. He drew the bad card. Like the one day that there's some shithead out there, old Nick Tarnasky runs up on him after he's had 64 cocktails and probably doesn't belong out there.
I love the term you use, the village idiot, because that dude did seem like the village idiot. Didn't seem like there was a whole lot going on there mentally at that point in time. A little bit too much of something. I don't even know. Would you even? Well, I don't want to elaborate on what they might have been on.
I don't want to, and I don't want to completely destroy that guy's character either, because I do know what it's like to step over the line. It's happened a couple times in my life, and you wake up the next day, and it's just, you can become a complete moron and not actually be a real life moron. So, I'm gonna give that guy the benefit of the doubt. And I think Nick did that as well by not putting that guy in a body bag.
It didn't seem like Nick had any interest though whatsoever in ever kind of having a conversation with that dude again. He's just like, you go do your thing. Good apology speech. Peace out.
You're out here at a club you don't belong at being a fucking idiot. I probably wouldn't want to talk to him again either. You lost your second shot there.
I still blame the guy in the white shirt. Still think that he was the instigator behind the whole thing. He should come out with an apology video for his buddy.
We got to find that guy.
Yeah. Who's that guy?
Let me tell you something.
Come on, internet.
Let me tell you something. October's right around the corner, and I am definitely dressing up as Nick Tarnasky for Halloween. I'm going to attach a dummy to my body with two signs that say bang, bang, and I'm going to walk around with that trick or treating.
Tell you what, if we do an event for Pull Hook anywhere, I will be the other dude. I might actually just be the dude in the white shirt going, he's pretty tough. He's pretty tough. He's not that tough.
We got to find that guy. Nobody's found that guy yet. He
No.
went quiet.
I know. Like, yeah, he's the one that has just gone radio silence. Like, he's done nothing. He just does not want to be known. But he was the instigator, in my opinion. So let's move right into our.
Let me turn the light on here. I didn't realize how dark it is.
Yeah, no worries. I was curious. I was like,
all right, that's enough.
This is pretty funny too. This comment came in. I missed this one, but someone needs to make a shirt that just says "bang, bang, bang."
I think they already have. I think I've already seen, because obviously you can do one-off prints for like $20 online, and I think I'm almost positive I saw one. Pretty cool.
We might add something on millions.co. We'll see. That being said, well, if people want that, that is. Let's get into the Open Championship this week. It's tough to move from that viral golf fight into the Open Championship, but I'm going to do my best to segue into the Open Championship, where last week the Scottish Open was a pretty good indicator as to who's coming in form, what guys look like. But how about Gotterup? Ends up winning the Scottish Open against Rory McIlroy and didn't fade.
I'm a terrible co-host here, Matt. I did not see that, and that's horrible. This is a golf podcast. I'm not giving you much help there. I don't even know who that is. So you're going to have to fill me in.
No worries whatsoever. While I'm talking about that too, I'm going to pull up good old FanDuel Sportsbook, and we're going to take a look at the odds as well for the Open Championship. But that being said, Gotterup, this is his second win, Chris Gotterup, all right? He went to Rutgers. Kid's 25 years old. Second win. I believe it's his second win this year, if I'm not mistaken. And he's just kind of, he doesn't fade. Like, when he's under pressure, he handles it really well. Well, that's his first win of 2025. He won in 2024 as well. But biggest event that he's won, obviously. And he just, again, when he's locked in, man, and they did a comparison. I forget who did the comparison. I'd love to give them credit, but between his swing and Brooks Koepka, and they're actually very similar. Like, there's a lot of qualities between the two.
Wish you could pull it up right now.
I know. I wish I could too. I'm not that savvy with doing a screen share on here, but let me go over just the Open Championship betting odds, and then we're going to talk about two main topics around this, and then a third around LIV Golf as well, and we'll go through this all. But Scottie Scheffler is the favorite this week, plus 450. We got Rory McIlroy at plus 700. Jon Rahm at plus 1,200, Bryson DeChambeau at plus 2,000, Xander Schauffele plus 2,500, Tommy Fleetwood plus 2,500, Ludwig Oberg plus 2,800, Colin Morikawa plus 3,000, along with Victor Hovland, plus 3,300 for Terrell Hatton and Shane Lowry, the former winner out there at, why did I just forget the golf course's name? Royal Portrush. I don't know why. I was looking for it at the golf simulator location today to Swing Shift this morning, and I was like, shoot, I got to download it. And of course, I don't have admin privileges, so I got to talk to Gabe over there to get him to download Royal Portrush. But Shane Lowry's the previous winner. Bobby Mack at plus 3,500, Matt Fitzpatrick, Sepp Straka, Joaquin Neiman, Justin Thomas, all at plus 5,000, plus 5,500, Patrick Cantlay. Then we got Jordan Spieth at plus 6,000, Russell Henley at plus 6,500, along with Corey Connors and Brooks Koepka. That's where I'm going to leave it for right now, all right? That's a lot of players that we just talked about. But that being said, and obviously I don't think Chris Gotterup is going to go back-to-back. So I'm going to kind of leave him out of this equation. But I did want to give him his kudos for winning the Scottish Open and not fading under pressure. And, I mean, it wasn't like it was a small leaderboard either. That's the combined field between the DP World Tour and the PGA Tour, where all the big names were there. and Rory McIlroy was tied for the lead going into the final round. So that being said, let's talk a little Rory.
Yeah, to not poop yourself with Rory, who, that veteran chasing you down, that says a lot. And I'm not super familiar at all with this kid, but that's pretty awesome.
When I was watching it, I thought, man, Rory McIlroy better not win, because I don't know. And Trot Golfer, maybe our non-official researcher can pull this up, but I don't think, has Rory ever gone back-to-back wins before? Like back-to-back weeks. So I was kind of thinking in my head, I'm like, I don't recall. And I really felt like, okay, if Rory wins the Scottish Open, he's not going to win when he goes home to Royal Portrush. And I'm actually glad that he finished second, because one, it showed that Rory's finally locked back in, right? And it goes to show you how quickly it can all change, because we've been talking about how Rory's been so far, out of it since the Masters. And he even kind of joked around a little bit with the media, which he's been pretty tense with the media leading up to this whole thing. But now he's kind of relaxed, a little bit looser. And he was talking about how, maybe I just wanted to sit with my green jacket for a couple of months. And it's like, okay, Rory, good on you. Like,
maybe he did.
Yeah, maybe he did. And he showed up to Royal Portrush with his green jacket on.
Saw that. I did see that.
Pretty big.
Bold move, Cott.
Yeah. I hope it works out for him. But I do think after seeing, actually, hang on a second. Let's see. Trot Golfer's putting it in here. Let's see.
I don't know that he won.
He recently won the Wells Fargo after winning. That's a team event. That was with Shane Lowry, the Zurich Classic,
no, that doesn't count.
Yeah, the Zurich Classic. I don't count that. So unless he's won another one where he's gone back to back, but I don't recall. But anyways, moving beyond that Rory comment, the other thing that I thought about with Rory McIlroy is he probably wants this one. Like, he saw Shane Lowry win the last time, and he saw the Irish crowd and how Shane Lowry was treated after that at the pub, the celebrations that went on. And I feel like those celebrations went on for weeks. Like, Shane Lowry was all about it. And I think Rory had a little FOMO, he's like, man, can't wait to get back to this so that I can win this one. And I think he's locked back in a little bit.
What was, I saw one little thing, what did it say? He landed at 1 a.m. He was on the tee at 7 in the morning.
Pretty motivated. I mean, these are all little signs. You know what I mean?
That and then again, that's all I heard, and that's it. So I was like, kind of did one of those. You know what I mean? Like, okay, boy is fired back up again.
Yeah, it took him a little bit. It took the right event to get him locked back in. And that's why I say, like, Rory, I don't know if he's done the whole back-to-back outside of going from a team. And by the way, that was last year when that occurred, where him and Shane Lowry won. And remember, I'm like, that win just freed up Rory. And then he wins the next week at the Wells Fargo, which was Quail Hollow that he loves.
How do you think you would do it? I mean, if you finally got the Grand Slam done or whatever, and like you'd been working on this for years and years, and you finally did it, don't you think you'd need a couple months to recharge? Like, to maybe settle back in? Or is it just, I don't know. I mean,
dude,
obviously that's not a Tiger way of doing business, but
I'll tell you the Matt Cook response here is that I might retire if I did it.
You'd just be done.
I'd be like, hey, I accomplished what I set out to do, and I am completely done with this sport. Like, not sport, but like playing professionally, because it is such a grind playing professional golf to get your game to that level of form and to be that consistent. How much goes into it and how much dedication you have to give to the game. There's so much respect that I have for everybody that's on the PGA Tour or plays professional golf. I know it's easy for us to sit behind the mic and talk about it, but that's our job. Like, we sit here and we analyze these certain things, but I have so much respect for everybody that tees it up week in and week out, because I know the grind that goes into it.
I fly across the country like twice a year and tee it up the next morning, and I'm worthless. It's like the 3 hour time difference or whatever, I'm absolutely worthless. My sleep's fucked for like 3 days. Yeah, I'm not trying to say that these guys live the most grueling life ever, but to your point, it's not easy to perform at that level, and be gone from your family for, sometimes months on end for a lot of those guys that are really, really grinding. So, yeah, I guess I agree with that. Maybe
Now,
I'd be done too.
Trot Golfer asks, are you saying he didn't want to win last week? I don't, but I don't think he went through the mental grind that he would have if it was Royal Portrush, knowing that the Open Championship is this week, right? The tournament right after. I don't know if he was grinding his ass off and got to the point of mental fatigue like you do when you go to win a tournament. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think his talent kind of carried him to a point, and then I wouldn't say he gave it up though. Like, he wanted to win.
I got to appreciate for a second Trot's just willingness to continue to just absolutely be right there to audit everything, and it's amazing. He's like, wait a sec, you don't think he wanted to win? Dude, I really appreciate it. It's like amazing. He's like, you said some dumb shit. We're not doing that.
I don't think what I said was dumb. I just think that
you know what I mean.
He's not grinding as hard as he would have if it was the Open Championship this week. I think everything was a prep. And that's how I would frame it in my head. I would frame it as, okay, this Genesis Open, it's great if I win it. However, this is prep for next week. And I don't go as mentally hard at that. I don't know. Like, you'd have to get into the mind of Rory McIlroy, but we've seen with Rory that sometimes Rory is not the most mentally stable, like, golfer. Like, that is, I don't know what I'm trying to say when I say that. Like, the word that I'm trying to say. He's not as mentally strong, I feel like, as some of the other all-time greats.
Maybe inconsistent with being ultra dialed all the time.
Yeah. But when he starts to get it dialed, I mean, the dude's got so much talent. That's the other thing. That's why I think he locked back in. He was back in form, really wants and used it as a prep week for this week. And that's why he had good results and finished in second. Now, as we're talking about the fact that if I was in Rory's shoes, I might have just walked away, been like, hey, I'm done. Like, and maybe this is the final goodbye with a final win at the Open Championship in Ireland. Maybe this is the last thing on his bucket list, but I don't know if I would go through the grind that it would be if I did all of that. Maybe there's an additional motivation to Rory that is legacy and being in the history books and trying to win as many as possible. But we heard it this week from Scottie Scheffler, and this made headlines. I think a lot of people appreciated this within the media too, that Scottie was so open and honest about how he feels about the game of golf, because he was asked that, and he said, here's an exact quote: "This is not the be-all, end-all. This is not the most important thing in my life. That's why I wrestle with, why is this so important to me? Because I'd much rather be a great father than I would be a great golfer. At the end of the day, that's what's more important to me." And then he carried on to say that if golf ever becomes an issue with him accomplishing those things like being a great father, then he would step away from the game. Like, that would be the last time he plays in a pro tournament. What's your take on Scottie saying that?
I would probably say the same thing if coming up you realize that there's a guy named Tiger Woods and you're just never going to oust any of these. Like, very few of these records are actually attainable in the first place. So you're going to have to succumb to that at some point and realize that maybe there is more than golf out there, because that's not the world that Tiger grew up in. Tiger grew up with the very real possibility and instilled in him that I can break everybody's record and go down in history as the best that ever played this game. Now that that's like virtually untouchable on some level. What else are you going to do? Like, how much is enough?
I do want to go a step further too, to where golf was life to Tiger Woods and how he was raised, right? I think we all kind of
That's what I
saw
mean.
that. And with that, to take it even a level further, that it wasn't even like his dad believed that Tiger was going to change the world.
He
And
did.
in some ways, he absolutely had. No, like in some ways, he absolutely did, especially the world of golf. He brought in, I mean, I hate to say it, but it went from being a white man sport to all of a sudden now we have such an eclectic mix of golfers. And that's what I love about the game of golf is it's for everyone. And I love the fact that Tiger did that, but Tiger dedicated really his life to the game of golf.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. No, nobody can say that they've done more than he did. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess to each their own. Like, but like it goes back to what I just said. Like with Rory or with Scottie, what's enough? Like, what?
Yeah.
When are you like, I did what I wanted to do in golf, and that was enough. I won't go down in the history books as the best. I'll go down as one of the best. Fuck, that's tough. I
Yeah,
don't know.
because it's like, dude, what do you, when you get to this level and you win and you get the Grand Slam, so now he's on a short list. Maybe it's getting the Open Championship at home in Ireland, in Northern Ireland, and getting that done. That is the final thing that he wants to accomplish because, like you said, he's probably not going to achieve Tiger Woods' level of PGA Tour wins or Jack's record of major championships. Like those things are a little bit too far out there. So what is it? What is going to be the next thing that motivates him? And truth be told, like this could be the last time that we see Rory in this type of form ever again.
I'm not to switch gears here, but I will prophesize though. Like at some point, somebody's gonna break that mold, right? Like somebody's gonna come along that challenges those records. Don't you think? Like at some point.
At some point, and like for a little while, I thought Scottie, but then remember, and you were actually the one that said this about Scottie Scheffler, and it was about what people think of him and so forth coming into a major tournament, and that you're like, I don't think he really cares. Like, it's not that it doesn't mean everything to him, and that's one of those areas to where I'm like, okay, you could look at this one of two ways with Scottie Scheffler. You could look at it as, oh, you know what? He loves this game. It's so important to him, but he's got other priorities, right? Or you could look at it and say, wow, because he's got that perspective, he's got better chances to win these tournaments and to be one of these all-time greats. So I can see it in both lights. We just don't know yet with Scottie Scheffler.
How old is Scottie?
It's a good question. I don't know exactly how. No, he's
32.
no.
He's still in his 20s.
Yeah, he just looks old.
Is he? Oh, he just
Let's
looks
see.
old. He does
Yeah,
look
29.
like so. Yeah, I mean, he could be like a Phil, maybe he could attain Phil level. It's not going to touch Tiger though. Like you just said, somebody's going to have to come along that's their only their only robotic care in life is to break those records and do that from a very young age, and that's the only way it's. And they're not, and with blinders on both sides, nothing gets in the way of it. And they're that good, and they have the tenacity and discipline to get it all done, and they're clutch enough to get it done. That's the only way. So I didn't mean to sidetrack the convo there, but
No,
it's interesting to
it's
think
good.
about, like, what kind of player is on the horizon, and will it happen in our lifetime? Probably not, but we'll
I
see.
don't know, man. Like that, all these kids coming up now, but that's also a bigger problem, right? The disparity between these kids coming up. It's so good. There's so much technology. There's so much that you can learn about your golf swing now, the biomechanic data. Like, you can get that stuff on an app now on your iPhone by just filming your golf swing, and then AI picks all of your joint positions, and then you know the exact percentages throughout your golf swing as to your shoulder rotation or like your hand height, like all this stuff.
I'm
now
just not convinced that that's not going to be the way that it gets done, though. I think somebody's just going to have raw ability. That maybe that's like part of it, but I think science is going to fall to the wayside here. Like it'll always lose to flat out talent and the guy's ability to literally look and get the ball, like Tiger used to do. Like terrible driver of the golf ball, but when he had to get it done, somehow the ball went where it needed to go, and
yeah.
there's no science there. Like you can try to be as efficient as possible, but at some point, it's just the tenacity to like will it to happen. So we need somebody like that to come along.
Yeah, there were two people that willed putts into the hole. Jack Nicklaus was one, Tiger Woods was the other one, to where you knew Tiger was making that putt at the 2008 U.S. Open to go to a playoff with Rocco Mediate. You just knew it was going in the hole. He knew it was going in. Like,
you could feel it.
Yeah.
Like,
it was
it's
palatable.
hard to describe that to people that didn't see it. Like, you can watch it now, but the energy and just the upward, trend of Tiger Woods, you felt that he was going to do it. And I don't know. Scott, like you said, Scottie has had glimpses of that, but that killer is not there. Like, it's not the same killer that Tiger Woods was.
I like what you said about how you don't think it's going to come from the kid that's like a protege where his swing mechanics are perfect. Everything looks so good, because there is some artistry to this game. And that's where it's like, Scottie Scheffler does not have that atypical golf swing, and yet he's the best golfer right now in the world.
Exactly. Case in point. There's people out on the Corn Ferry Tour that are like way more mechanically sound and closer to what you might call perfect in terms of efficiencies than the top 5 on the PGA Tour, and they're just not there. So why is that?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, it's just the game of golf is like life. It's art at the end of the day as to how you go about it and how you get that little white ball from the tee box into the hole. And there's many different ways to be able to do it.
Who's your pick?
So my pick this week is going to be Rory McIlroy. I do believe that Rory is going to, once again, I think he wants this one. Now, it has not always worked in Rory's favor when he's wanted golf tournaments. We saw that with the Masters year in and year out until this year. But I think he learned something at the Masters about wanting something too much. And I think he's back in form. He's locked in mentally. It's been enough time since the Masters victory. And this golf tournament means enough to him to get his attention and have him lock in. So I think it's going to be Rory. However, the weather conditions are going to be really bad, and there's going to be a lot of rain. That's what Trot Golfer has mentioned. So, with that said, you know who that favors. Bobby McIntyre is a gritty golfer in the dirty weather that could come, and that's a guy that I really like this week as well. So, those are my two picks, I will say. And I think for a major championship, you get to have two.
Is there a stat for shit weather ability? Like,
There should be. There should be.
Yeah, like less than like as soon as the first layer, everybody's in layers. I don't know when you like start the stat, but there should be a stat for the ability to do that, because it sucks.
I like that.
Terrible weather player.
Yeah, there should be a variable. In the rain, in wind conditions above 10 miles an hour. Like, there's got to be some type of like stat that we could come up with for that.
Well, this goes back to when we were talking about the odds makers, right? And like what metrics they might have access to that we're just not aware that they're actually able to track. And there might be AI out there that, you just ask it, like, give us averages on days of players that the wind was blowing more than 15 miles an hour and it rained for 3/4 of the day, or you know what I mean? Like, yeah. and then who played better in that? There's got to be ways to average some of this stuff together. But yeah, Bobby Mack plays really good. Doesn't Fleetwood play good? Fleetwood's
a good player on link style golf courses. Somebody Chinos mentioned that, I believe, over at DevRow today.
What do you say?
He said that he was going with Fleetwood. I said I liked Fleetwood at the Genesis because of the whole background that I gave last week, and then he kind of shit the bed. So I'm like, I don't like Fleetwood this week.
I think you're spot on with Rory. If he has, I think it's going to matter about how the first day goes.
Yeah,
If he
if
gets
Rory
through
can
there-
stay out of his own way.
Yeah, like if he's kind of on autopilot, gets through there with a decent first day, okay, I'm doing it this week. Then you might see it. But if he gets a little pissed off, hits some sour golf shots, that seems to melt him down a little bit, that he doesn't recover. So I'm going with Xander, man. That's usually your guy. I just feel like yeah, I like the fit.
I like Xander for this Open Championship. We haven't really seen him this year, but he did play well at the Genesis, which he has done previously because he's won the Genesis prior. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays this week, especially in those conditions that we may be seeing. Trot Golfer mentions that Sepp Straka is amazing in the rain, which is accurate there. So I'm surprised that, Buttsy, you haven't gone with you get a second pick. You want your second pick to be Straka? You love Sepp.
No, man, I've been riding Bobby Mack, and it's obviously a terrible coincidence that you brought him up as a poor weather player. He was going to be my second guy. I didn't know that it was going to be a shitty week. He's just been playing some pretty damn good golf.
Second at the U.S. Open in really shitty conditions.
Yeah.
So
he
I'm
might
with
be
you.
our guy. I don't think Bryson's in the top 20. I don't think so.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the LIV Golf guys, because we do have a minor controversy, I will say, in Talor Gooch, who won at Valderrama and is not in the Open Championship. So obviously the LIV Golf fans that are out there felt like he needs to be in this major. I don't know if they feel like there should be asterisks or not, like Talor Gooch said about the Masters the one year when he wasn't playing in it. But that being said, what's your take on Talor Gooch not being in the Open Championship and winning on LIV Golf?
I mean, why does he deserve to be in?
It's a great question. Now, if you ask the pundits
How
on
do you
the
get
LIV
in?
Golf side, that they feel like he should get in because he beat a really strong field from LIV Golf with top players and so forth, and should be a part of that. So
How did the other guys get in? Like, what are the qualifications to play?
well, points for one, and you know what, that the rest is a good question, because
Like, how do you get in?
there was a little thing that they
Not to
could
put you on the spot, but it sounds like Talor Gooch didn't satisfy those requirements. It's not like they're picking on him. Like,
Let's see. LIV Golf players can qualify for the Open Championship through various pathways, including exemptions for major championships, top players in the race to Dubai and FedEx Cup, and those in 50. This is from AI, so bear with me while I kind of get through this.
decipher that.
Yeah, let's see. Additionally, a new pathway exists where leading LIV players not already exempt, finishing in the top 5 of LIV Golf individual standings after the LIV Golf Dallas event can earn a spot. So it was just too close in terms of the timing for him, and I don't think that win got him to the top 5. I will check. Let's go over to LIV Golf real
Well,
quick.
it sounds like if it did, he would be in.
I know, right?
Well, that's just fucking tough titty, man. Like, I don't know.
Well, they want equality between the two circuits, and this also leads to a comment from Phil Mickelson around the fact that he posted this on Twitter, that what happens if the LIV Golf schedule goes to 35 events next year and become full stroke play events with a shotgun in the morning, shotgun in the afternoon, with 100 plus players, and then the elevated events are LIV Golf team events.
Well, then they would probably satisfy the requirements for world golf ranking, right? They would get points.
Yeah, that would be
What
interesting,
happens?
wouldn't it?
Is that Phil just being facetious? Like, obviously he knows that.
Phil's messing around a little bit. Like he might know something. Like who would put it past the Saudis with all the money to say, okay, this deal with the PGA Tour isn't going down, so let's take over professional golf and let's build out a full tour circuit for 2026. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, you know.
I would probably watch it a lot more. That would be a lot more relevant to me to see a bunch of, really good players worldwide play a similar format to the PGA Tour. That'd make more sense. That'd be like watching like the Euro Tour back in the day. Like that'd be great.
Yeah, it would kind of fulfill the prophecy of being a full international world golf tour with some of the top players.
Yeah,
Like that would be interesting. I don't know. But
be a better it'd be a better product.
I think they would, to trot golfers question your Asian tour. I think they would utilize the Asian tour as that main circuit, and then once again have elevated events that are the LIV Golf events. So, anyways, that was thrown out there, and that would potentially cannibalize a little bit of the PGA Tour, in my opinion.
Dude, I don't know how that much. Would be way more relevant. It'd be real. It'd be a real tour.
Away from the Open Championship for 1 second, as we kind of are going off a little bit in a tangent with LIV Golf and the entire situation there. Yeah. The official World Golf Rankings, they are applying for those once again. They're working with Trevor Immelman. And there's also, with that said, some comments that came out from Xander Schauffele's dad, who stated that Xander was offered $100+ million and he declined it because of official World Golf Rankings and the potential of getting into major championships. He also had some comments about the Ryder Cup, which we'll get into in a second. But I'm going to ask you, do you think it was, if they offered him twice as much, which I believe in his comments, he said that it didn't matter how much they offered him. They could have offered him double. He wouldn't have accepted because of that. I'm asking you, if they doubled that and went to like 250, 300,000 or 300 million, or got to the level of like John Rahm level, do you think Xander would have gone?
If it's 100% certain that you're going to come over here and you're going to get points, like, and it really doesn't matter anymore what tour you play on, you have the ability to accrue points here to play in majors or there, and you have the ability to be ranked in the world regardless of the tour you play on. Fuck yeah. I would go. Like, who wouldn't go? Why wouldn't you go? Then like you're starting a new legacy that authenticates that whole tour.
Oh, Trot's calling you out on this one. So there's been some comments from Kyle over at Cart Barn Guys that I'm kind of seeing, and Lulu or Juju, I was going to say Lulu, on your match with Pop. So as we're kind of transitioning here, I do want to ask you the question: why aren't these showing up? Can you see them?
No.
Oh, there we go.
I do have to poop pretty bad though.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up.
No, you mean I can sit on it. It's fine. Just
the bunker situation Trot brings up. So apparently there was a bunker that you didn't rake while you were out there on video.
Well, we never do until after the hole. Okay. And I explained this to another person that said, you're better than that. Rake the trap. When you hit one out,
you're getting some heat, huh?
What's that?
You're getting some heat on it.
Yeah, of course. There's a bunch of sultans of the game out there that also don't understand that you're playing at 4:00 and it's 140 degrees outside and nobody really gives a fuck if the trap's raked. Anyways, yeah, it's more of a domination thing. So if a guy's waiting to see whether or not you're gonna get up and down and you flush one out of the trap to a couple feet, I don't give him the time to watch me rake the bunker and calm down from what just happened. I'm coming right up there. If it's a kick in, I'm going to go ahead and putt it right in front of him to show him that I just made par, and he's going to feel my energy. So that's kind of what I was doing there. But on top of that, yeah, I just hate raking bunkers, to be honest. I usually ask other people to do it, or I'll call somebody. So
There you go. Straight
No, I'm
answer
just
from
kidding.
Buttsy there.
That's such an asshole response. I absolutely rake my bunkers. I repair all my ball marks. Obviously not divots in the summertime, but I respect the game. So
There you go. Love that out of you. I felt a little, yeah, that was good. That's the last thing that I had. So we're going to let you get to your poop. Last comments on Grant Horvat deciding not to play in a PGA Tour event on an invite because he's not allowed to film content within the ropes.
why did Grant feel like he had to tell anybody that he wasn't playing in the tournament? It's like I don't I've gotten old enough now. I'm just going to shut up about that. I have a lot of words to say about that. I think that's like a super try hard stupid thing to do. Like, just don't play. Nobody cares. Like, it, yeah, never mind.
Yeah. No, hey, listen, I get it. I kind of thought the same thing as I was watching the video. I'm like, why do you feel the need that you need to tell us about this? And you know what it is? I analyzed it and I'm like, he's doing this to take a shot at the PGA Tour because of what happened to Wesley Bryan. Wesley Bryan's his buddy, his pal, and they have each other's backs. And I feel like he felt like he needed to come out and kind of take a shot at the PGA Tour over all of this because of the whole Wesley Bryan situation. So that's my theory on it.
If that's the case, but part of me thinks it's just you've gotten to the point in your YouTube career that you love yourself so fucking much that
That's part of it.
you needed to let people know that to feel whole inside, and like you really have started to put your own self on a pedestal. And I'm not saying that's what he did, but that's kind of lends that way.
I'll tell you,
me.
I've seen it firsthand where people have gone from really kind of nothing. They've been built up to something, and over a period of time, the attention, I will say, I wouldn't say fame, but I would say the attention gets to people and they change. And I've seen it
Too big
firsthand.
for your own britches is, I think, the old terminology, right?
Yeah. And then they don't even like fit into their original brand as to what was built around them and so forth. So yeah, it's definitely something that happens. I would say it's natural until he probably doesn't even realize it. That's the thing.
I got to take a step back on that. I think actually that happened to me when I first started doing social media, and I was at like 35,000 followers, and I thought I was like really cool for probably a year there. Maybe thought I was a little too cool, and I was a little younger and naive. Maybe I take that back. But also, I don't know. He's been doing this for a long time.
Well, you're at a different stage in life to where you can make a comment on it. And if he sees something like that, maybe it will be a good reflection point for him to be like, oh, shoot, maybe I should think about this a little bit further rather than just kind of getting out there. And I mean, he's in the content game, so he's trying to create content. But I do think that was a little bit too much of a shot at the PGA Tour to where like there was a little bit of spite. There was a little bit of ego that, oh, I'm like, I am this guy and this is what I'm supposed to do. Like there's a little bit of that.
I just think just like it's one of, it's like, just don't need to do that, you know? And then there was like 5 other influencers that I saw on Instagram today come out and coattail him and defend him and glaze the living shit out of him because people did have a problem with him coming out and saying that, and like,
oh, people did. So I didn't even see the comments or anything. I just saw Grant's video.
People were hating on him, dude, like really bad. Like, what do you need to film for? Just fucking play. We got a chance to play on the PGA Tour. What are you doing? Like, there's a lot of that stuff, and then there was other influencers that like, I don't even know if Grant knows, that were like, maybe Grant will see that I'm loving on him. I go in one of his videos or something. That's kind of the feeling I got.
It goes exactly to what you talked about with the experience at the influencer events. It's the exact same thing. The suck-offs. The pyramid of suck-offs.
You said it.
Yeah. So, cheers.
But it happens even not in real, like, you don't even have to be there in person. It's happening every day on, people networking with each other to help grow their accounts.
Golf influencer suck-off event. Here we go. 26. We're going to launch it. All right. Well, that is it for tonight, folks. Make sure to get your Devereux gear. You're seeing it all over the place here. I got all the new stuff from the new collection. It is awesome. It's a racing theme. They've had a Porsche on there. They are almost sold out of all of the shirts. So by the time I got over there, I couldn't even get one for tonight. So make sure to get it if you still can, because they are absolute fire. Utilize the promo code PullHookGolf20 at checkout for 20% off your entire order over at DevRowGolf.com. Also forgot to mention I played with a guy that was a random pairing. So Blaine and I, a buddy of ours, was in from Utah. Yeah. We went out and played over at Talking Stick, which was in phenomenal condition. And sure enough, we got paired with these two brothers. Both Lifetime Fitness guys that work there. And sure enough, I'll give them a shout out here. So if they are listening, but shows up and he's in Devereux gear and he's got a Devereux head cover. And I'm just like, this is my dude. And I was waiting for a little bit for him to realize that I was decked out in Devereux, like head to toe, DevRow Golf outside of my Jordans, of course. And finally, the topic came up. We started chatting, and I was like, "Dude, you got to use the promo code," because he was talking about the launch, and I didn't even realize that it had launched on Thursday. I'm like, son of a gun, I missed the Instagram post from Devereux. So the new line launched on Thursday. I was late to the game. That's why I didn't get there earlier. So I apologize, Devereux. But yeah, long story short, there's a lot of people out there that love Devereux Golf here in Arizona.
Oh, dude, it's a cult following for sure. Yeah.
With that said, we've got Vice Golf. Use the promo code PULLHOOK for 15% off over at vicegolf.com. And Rockform. Got my speaker back. Whew. I am so pumped about it. I get to once again start filming the shower scenes in my daily routine once again. I'm like, what am I going to film? I've got nothing in there other than like shampoo and stuff. Like, I'm not filming myself. So that being said, Rockform, it goes everywhere with me. I've had it on the paddle board, had it in the shower. Get 20% off over there, folks. Don't be shy with this one. Use this one. Pull Hook 2025. Good old Pull Hook 2025. 20% off over at Rockform. All right. Buttsy, any final words for the peeps?
No, I'm absolutely exhausted. I got up like 4 this morning, long day, blah, blah, blah. You know the story. So thank you all. Thanks, everybody, for being here. That was awesome that we had old Nick on.
It really was. Thank you for setting that up. That was phenomenal. Thank you, Cannadips, for doing that. And peace out, A-Town, down, everybody. Until next week, we out.